What up? What up? Welcome into another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we do always start this show by being transparent. And yesterday, it was a profitable day for me. I was 6-6 overall, but I did pick up 3 units just because my best bets for the day won. One of them was the under 217 and a half in the Bucks and Hornets game, and the other best bet uh, was the Wizards plus 9.5. Who got that done in overtime? Didn't win outright, but did enough to cover the number. So profitable day as far as how I've been doing lately. I just posted this too. I should know. I think it is 62. Yes, 62 and 37. Had to do the math in my head. 62 and 37 the last 99 NBA plays. So kind of seeing it a little bit clearer. And let's try to keep that going into today. Man, I hope Mr. Veno is all right because as you guys know, we're supposed to be having Veno in here with the shirt, and I didn't hear from him this morning. So hope all is well with Mr. Veno. And we should be seeing him again soon next week. So I apologize for that. As far as the chat, you guys went 24 and 18 overall. I will shout out some of these winners, and I'll start with Justin, just because he gave one after the show. He gave the Seattle Kraken a nice NHL winner in the comments. So appreciate you doing that. Jeff S went with UC Davis -2, which was a winner. Nathan K gave two best bets: Orlando -6.5 and Warriors -4. Both of them were cash. Let's see, go down the list a little bit here. Who else? I Get Money went with Hornets first half team total under 52.5 winner. Let's see, David K cash with Eastern Washington -5.5. RH, he had a nice one. He went Kaminga over 2.5 assists. That one, he's been getting some assists lately, so I like that prop, and that one was a winner. JB had the Magic -6. Delbert Royce. I always struggle with this name. I'm sorry, bro. I struggle with it. Warriors Magic money line parlay cash. Chappie Funk went with the Suns first half -5 and that cash. Let's see. Boofer took Warriors first half. Easy money there. Siete Catorce went with the Warriors Phoenix money line parlay cash. Lit picks said Steph over 26.5 points in the Garden tonight. Thought he was going to put on a show, and he did. Sean Evans also cashed with the Warriors. So overall, another profitable day for the chat, 24 and 18. And it's been profitable every day so far this week. So the pressure is on when it comes to best bets today. You guys got to keep it going. And I want to say pressure's on for me too, because I haven't lost this week. So my bad. Pressure's on all of us. Let's get to it though. I look at a couple of these comments. I know majority of these comments are going to be guessing the show. I mean, guessing the shirt color for Veno, but there's nothing we can do about that. They both were bringing it up. Let's see. I might have to skip ahead until the comments when we start the show. There we go, Miss Tasha. Just because I know the ones before are going to be shirt color guesses, and there's nothing I could do, you guys. So I apologize. It wasn't even my fault today, Raven Ron, but I think you cashed your. It was only even money. Oh man, we got to do a little better. We got to do a little bit better if they're expecting 12 minutes late at even money. Saturated says early for the 10:39 start time. Let's see. A lot of guesses. Shirtless, everything. Daniel went 8-1 yesterday. Nice work from him. Isaiah, what's going on, brother? He says shirtless wins. I mean, there's no shirt here. So I guess I don't know. I feel like that would I guess I don't know. Does it win? Jay Gill in the building says, what up, Skee and Profit Picks gang? We in here. Hit the like if you haven't already. I would appreciate it. It definitely helps out the show. YBB finally catching a live. Appreciate you tapping in. Football coach in the building was good. Sean Evans, nice best bet winner from you yesterday. Appreciate you coming through again today. Andre went 6-3 yesterday. Shout out to James Bond. became a YouTube member. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. I wanted to talk out today's games. I think it's a little bit tricky, but still should be some money to be made. So first game will go 551, 552, Cavaliers and Pistons. I was going to talk about with Rob Veno, so I'm going to talk about with the chat now. And there's nothing wrong with that. We do it Monday through Wednesday, and I love capping the games with you guys. This game opened up Cavs minus 9.5, and we're looking at either 8.5 or 9. Total opened up 223, and it looks like 221.5. As far as the injury report is concerned, let's take a look. For Detroit, Sasser is out. For Cleveland, Levert, Donovan Mitchell, both game time. Jerome and Thompson are out. And what's going on with Mitchell here? Left knee soreness. So I was thinking a couple different ways here. At first, I was thinking that the Pistons off of a win and the Cavs off of that loss, the hungry team would be the Cavaliers here. But I don't really I personally don't like betting on teams after overtime games. And especially if they're giving up 9 points. It just that becomes a little bit too much for me. And then now I see Donovan Mitchell game time. I mean, it's very hard for me to get there with the Cavaliers. The more I think about it, Pistons have covered 15 of their last 20 games. They continue to make their backers money. They've been the better offense post All-Star, the better rebounding team. If they do both of those things at home tonight, they can absolutely cover 9 or 8.5 points tonight. So I think ultimately it's a game I don't feel strong enough to bet right now. Detroit has went under 7 in a row. Cleveland has went under 8 of their last 9 on the road, but both teams bottom 10 defensive rated teams post All-Star. The pace is where I'd want it to be, but can we really trust them to get stops? I just don't feel that comfortable about this one. Let's see if the chat likes it a little bit more than I do. D'Angelo likes the points with Detroit. So does Mario. JT agrees. Moses just locked in Pistons plus 9. So everybody liking the Pistons. Everybody liking the Pistons here tonight. Manny says Detroit full game. I think they'll be covering a lot of games second half of the season. No love for Cleveland. Daniel says he only likes them at home. That's why. Sean going with Duran over 12.5 rebounds plus assists. San Antonio also liking the Pistons. Haven't seen one Cavs backer. Not one. Dante showing us how good the Pistons have been as home dogs lately. JW going with Mobley over 8 rebounds. I think that could be a solid call right there. Mitch says if Mitchell is out, maybe a Pistons team total under. UCAP are telling me to check my text. All right, let's take a look. Tasha likes under 221. KC also liking Detroit here. She says they've been playing good lately. Let's see. UCAP are sending me a query here. Should have pulled it up on my computer. I clicked it on my phone. But his query is pointing towards the Cavaliers. And it says, who cares that they're off of an overtime game, pretty much. It says that they're going to care about losing that game more. You know what worries me in this UCapper? And I'm going to type it in here. It worries me that the line that we're looking at here today. So let's see. Let's see. And line less than equal to -8. Let's just do like that. Curious how many, and they're still 3-0. Still 3-0 here. So saying not to be scared of it. And I had a query too. It was a little similar to what you're doing here, but when I typed in overtime for my query, it kind of killed it. So I'll mark the Cavs on my short list. I have to think about it more, but I do like what I'm seeing in this query from RC. So I'll put Cleveland -8.5 on my short list. Let's keep looking at the chat. Daryl Bort Roy says this is the sharpest chat on any show that I watch. I'm telling you guys, man, a lot of great cappers in here. A lot of names I recognize. We've been doing it for a while. And you guys will get to know them if you're new. KC likes that Duran look. UCAP are rolling with the Cavs today. Andre says 1 day off, all those games plus OT. He likes the Pistons. Weren't the Cavs? Yeah, weren't the Cavs one of those teams who just played like 5-7 or something like that when we bet against them with the Bulls? So that would make this what 6-9 and off an overtime game. That doesn't make me feel comfortable. Football coach says they're the far better team. Thinks they win by double digits. UCapper says Pistons off of a long road trip. So first game back at home is usually a flat spot. Okay. UCapper and football coach, a couple of the few people who I've seen on the Cavs. Majority likes the Pistons, so we shall see. We'll move on over for the time being. 553, 554, Hornets and Sixers. Opened up Sixers minus 11. We now see them, I mean, it hasn't really moved, 11 and a half. Total has moved a little more. It's dropped 2.5 points to 214. As far as the injury report, Grant Williams' game time decision, he's probable though. They'll continue to be without LaMelo and Mark Williams. For Philly, Melton, Embiid, Covington, all out. Oubre and Martin, game time decision. Sorry about that. This Philly team, I just can't get behind. Like they've looked they've looked real bad without Embiid out there on the court. I know they've covered one of their last 4 games. Last 5 games have all went under. Last 7 games for the Hornets have went under too. Maybe we just fade both offenses here. I mean, I don't necessarily trust Philly's defense. Their offense just hasn't been good. And they've been, it's easier to put attention to Maxey when Embiid's not on the floor. Both teams playing at a bottom 10 pace post All-Star. Hornets still a top 10 defensive rated team. I think I would agree with that total moving down a little bit. It is lower than I would like, but I could definitely see it being a slower pace and a more defensive than offensive type game. So lean under. As far as the side is concerned, it makes me uncomfortable. I'll just say this. This is how I feel about the side. Hornets, they've failed a couple times lately, but still, they were playing good basketball and covering numbers as soon as they made this trade. Philly, they just haven't really been playing good at all. Like, what have they shown us to warrant being 11-point favorites? Same time, you can say they're big favorites for a reason, but I don't know that reason. I do know the Hornets have struggled as road dogs. Maybe that's the reason, 10-19, but I can't put my money on Philly. So under or pass for me in this game. Let's see what the chat likes. Maybe you guys like this game a little bit more than I do. Let me catch back up on the chat. Let's see. Daniel likes Buddy Hield over 3.5 rebounds. Nick asking, is 102 too low for a team total under? It is very low. I don't trust it. I wouldn't trust it for this specific game. UCapper agrees, says I can't see how the Sixers can be double-digit favorites here. Dante likes the Sixers team total under, says their offense has been just as bad as Charlotte. Charlotte is dead last, 30th, but Philly is not far behind. They're 26th. So I hear you on that. And Charlotte has been the better defensive team. So I definitely get that. That could be the look right there. Sixers team total under. Tomorrow, he likes the Sixers minus 11. He thinks they're favorites for a reason. I mean, I would want him out there. And I think he's going to play Nucky. So since he's been over there, they've been playing well. And it's not just him. There's been others over there too. I'm just saying. Tasha doesn't think 100 is too low. She's going under with the team total for the Hornets. CEO, Kyle likes the under. Here goes tomorrow. He says, get right spot for Philly. 6 game in 9 days for the Hornets. Sixers lost 4 of the last 5 and they're laying 11 for a reason. Yeah, a lot of people are not going to want to bet that Philly minus 11. I understand. And Casey says, ugly, ugly game. Matt liking the Hornets. I think we'll move right along. Don't think I'll be getting to the window on this game. Next one up, we'll go 555, 556. Dallas and Boston. Opened up Boston minus 7.5. They're now a 9-point favorite. Total open 239 and is down to 237.5. For Dallas, Luka is game time decision. Luka's game time decision, and Brissett is game time decision for the Celtics. You have both teams playing well lately. I mean, Mavs have covered 8 of their last 10. Boston has covered they're 4-0-1 their last 5 games. As far as just numbers wise, post All-Star, Boston has been the better offensive, defensive, and rebounding team. Dallas actually the worst defensive rated team in that span. And I always like to mention how dominant Boston's been at home, and they told us they were going to care about every single home game this year. So I do think they'll care about this one. But do they care enough? And you know, are they just going to run over Dallas to win by this 9-point margin? I'm not willing to bet on that. I think Dallas has been playing too good of basketball. I get that the defense has been lacking, but I'm not willing to lay 9 against Dallas the way they're playing right now. It just boils down to that for me. So lean Dallas, not a strong lean, not in my pocket yet, but let's see how you guys think. Chris in the building. What up, brother? Make sure y'all check out Chris. He does a show in the afternoon every day as well. Appreciate you tapping in. Another one, why is this 9? Yeah, just like 9 is too much. And here's Chris. It's been a minute since I've caught a show. Keep up the good work, Skee. Let's cash today, my guy. And I saw you've been hot over there too. I didn't see what you did yesterday, but I know you won 8 in a row. So nice work by you. And yes, sir, let's stay hot and let's cash today. You Capper leaning towards the Mavs. Casey also likes the Mavs if Luka is in. Derek says Kyrie revenge game. Dallas plus 9 and Kyrie over 24.5 points. J Money 029 also liking that same look. Says Kyrie's been balling. Matt liking the Mavs. Nucky says Porzingis revenge game. Could be. Could be. I'm not really looking to bet on Porzingis today. I don't really want to bet any player props today. Honestly, I haven't been betting player props. I've been cashing with sides and totals. Young OG reminding everybody to hit the like button. Jal K says Mavs plus 9.5 is locked in. Young OG also likes Dallas. Everybody likes Dallas. Daniel likes Dallas. Let's see. Andre says triple revenge game for Dallas. ESPN game. Luka shows up tonight. Tim H also liking Dallas. Not seeing a whole lot of love for those Celtics. Nucky says, I don't think Kyrie won a game in Boston ever since he did that thing to the logo. Yeah, they did take it personal. They did take it personal. A lot of it, I feel like, was Marcus Smart. I could be mistaken, but I do remember what you're talking about. Munaf says, Skee, check out Celtics this season against non-conference opponents with the win percentage above 55%. All right, let's type it in. Season equals 2023 and team equals Celtics. And I think he said not conference and opponent win percentage greater than 55. I think that's what he said there. Let me just go back and double check. Celtics this season against non-conference opponents with the win percentage above 55%. Yeah, I don't see anything significant here, 5-3 straight up, 3-5 ATS. That is what that gives me. Let's see. Tomorrow says, I think it was around +7 before the Luka news. Well, Luka's probable. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's questionable. I thought I saw probable. Yeah, I definitely will want Luka in. Prolific says, like Celtics, if Luka's out, Buford thinking maybe split the first half. BC3 liking the Mavs. Yeah, I definitely want Luka in. This game is tough for me. Chat's record yesterday was 24-18, and that's including the after comments as well. BC3 remind everybody to smash the like button, and I think we'll move over from this game. So next game up, we will go 557, 558. Warriors, Raptors. Opened up Warriors -2.5. We see them as a 3-point favorite currently. Total open 238.5. Down 3 points to or down as low as 235.5. So some people liking that under in that game. Odd game time decision for this Warriors team. He's doubtful, as a matter of fact. Santos and Wiggins. Santos also doubtful. Wiggins is out. Boucher is game time for the Raptors. Man, this is tough because I'll tell you. I'll just say like this. I'll put it out there. The Warriors have been playing really good basketball lately, like extremely good basketball, for a good amount of time now. But you're taking away Andrew Wiggins out of the lineup. Now Pods is doubtful. Like it's going to start to be too much here. And they're on a back to back. So just missing some of that depth, missing a guy who's probably been playing the most consistent basketball for the Warriors all season long in Pods, it makes me hesitant. Then you have the Warriors having a delayed flight, getting in late today. It's a lot of things not to like for this Warriors team. But again, they have been playing well lately. Um, They're 9-3 as a road favorite. They're 8-4 ATS on the second of back to backs. Raptors, you know, I don't think the Raptors are playing this good, but they are 4-1 ATS their last five. I really didn't want to bet the Raptors, but there are a lot of reasons not to bet Golden State. So I probably just prefer to be on the sideline because if I bet the Raptors and they lose, I'm going to be really irritated with that bet. But I can understand why anybody would like the Raptors today. And as far as the total, I think there will be less defense played by this Warriors team today. And the Raptors are a team that's not playing much defense at all anyway. So lean over. Over is also 8-4 for the Warriors without rest. Probably like the over more than anything else currently. Let's see what the chat likes. I wanted to bet Golden State. I really did, but it's too many reasons not to like them. Like if they get smoked today, I will absolutely understand why. Tomorrow says Raptors plus 3.5 for him. Terrible spot for the Warriors. Let me see. I didn't scroll up enough. There we go. Football coach likes the Warriors. Carlos thinks it's an over game. Like seeing that. JT says bad spot for the Warriors, but I ain't betting the Raptors. That's kind of how I feel. KC says Warriors. Yeah, your squad has been playing good lately, but I don't know about this game today. Like, come on, Pods. You know Pods has been crucial. And Wiggins, I don't know, man. I think y'all starting to miss too much. Maybe you just have to bet on Kaminga today. If you like the Warriors, they're not winning if Kaminga don't do his job, right? Kaminga been good on the boards. Kaminga been getting assists lately. Kaminga, he's doing it all. He's scoring too. So whether it's PRA, rebounds plus assists, if I was betting one prop today, it would be Kaminga. I mean, think about this Warriors team. It's a lot of old guys on the back to back. They need the young gun to help carry the squad. That's just how I'm thinking. Maybe you guys will agree. Let me know in the chat. Santonio Springs says, I have to go Warriors. They're not playing any games. Prolific likes the over. Daniel says, over game. Doubt Golden State has the needs to lock up on defense. And we know Toronto doesn't play D. I agree with that. David K reminding us how good the Warriors have been playing on the road this season. They are 9-3 as a road favorite. Let's see. I Get Money is looking for Paul rebounds plus assists. Over and steals over. So he's going to bet both, but not up yet on DraftKings. He's got takes reminding us of the travel issues. Appreciate that. Casey says only two dudes played 30 plus minutes last night. I hear you, but like you're going to be without Pods and Wiggins. Like those are two crucial guys already for the team. How much depth do you got? Like, I don't know. I hear what you're saying, but you can't deny it's a lot of reasons not to like the Warriors tonight, Casey. Jal K likes the over 237. Says, why is this total going down? Probably just because it's a potential for players to miss whenever it's a back-to-back too. So we never know who's actually going to be players can be added to this injury report all day long for these back-to-backs. So today, with a lot of back-to-backs today, you probably want to bet later rather than earlier. Casey does like that over. Nucky says Steph gonna cook. He's in the building where he started shooting since a kid. Meech thinks it's a trap spot for the Warriors. Delbert Roy says Golden State fighting to get in the playoffs. Warriors are nothing. I get it. Munaf thinks it's Draymond triple-double day. Different ways to play this one. A lot of people thinking player props. Trying to find some more. VC3 likes that Kuminga prop. Casey says Golden State revenge spot though. Raptors smacked us at home. We get a chance to return the favor. Yeah, I mean, it's not a spot. It's revenge. I mean, I get it, but it's not. They're trying to get revenge. Do they really care? Like, who are the Raptors to them? They're not in the same conference. They're not going to face them in the playoffs. Why do they necessarily care about this game? It's not it's not the same. It don't hold the same weight to me. It's not like the Raptors put them out the playoffs and they're getting revenge. It's not like they lost 3 times to the Raptors this year and they have their number and they're going to see them later. It's nothing like that. Just because they lost to them once this season, who cares? They play 82 games. Manny likes the over. C-Mac likes the Warriors. All right, I think I have to move over. It's an over or nothing game for me. And total going down is no rush to go bet the over. So we'll move on over to 559, 560. Kings and Timberwolves. Open up Wolves -6. They're now a 6.5 point favorite. Total open 222.5. And it looks like 224.5. Injury report. Let me refresh one time because I know some things can be coming out. You have Clark out. You have Slow-Mo game time, or Slow-Mo's doubtful. Anthony Edwards is a true game time decision. De'Aaron Fox, game time decision, and Sasha Vesenkov out. I guess I feel a couple different ways about this game. One, we know Minnesota plays a lot better defense at home, holding opponents below 103 points per game, and you have a banged up Fox. I think that defense can have some success today. This is also a Kings team who's only covered 2 of their last 7 games. I would only bet the Wolves -6 or stay away from this game. I do think Fox plays. I mean, he participated in shoot around last game and didn't play, so participating again today, I think that means he's probably really close to playing today. So if you're liking the Timberwolves, it's no rush to bet because if he gets rolled in, you'll get an even better number. So I'll keep this one in consideration. I will mark it on my short list. Minnesota currently -6, but we'll wait for a better number if he's rolled in. Let's see if the chat agrees. I think it's Wolves or under for this better in this game. JT likes the under more. Ripper says it's a must win basically for the Kings. Why? Why is it a must win? What up, Peasy? North is only 86 likes. What are we doing, y'all? Definitely helps the show if you get the like button. Matt says Kings +6. Need that 24/7. Says Sabonis tough. T-Wolves big inside will give him issues. Oh, tough matchup, I think is what he's saying. Yeah, matchup. Okay. San Antonio Springs loves the under. Says this is low under for a Kings game. Thinks it's low for a reason, I guess he's saying. Delbert Roy says get in and get out with the Timberwolves. LG, not a fan of today's slate. Yeah, today's slate is not the greatest. Manny agrees Minnesota or pass. Kings hell no list. I'm in agreement. Tomorrow says I kind of like the Kings after getting embarrassed in Denver, but T-Wolves are too good at home. Need Ant in though. I mean, where's the crowd that said, I don't see that crowd no more that said, whenever the Kings are road dogs, I'm taking them no matter what. Where those guys go? Is anybody taking the Kings? I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I don't trust them. They're the worst team defending the three. They're not playing good basketball right now. Their star is banged up. What reason is there to take the Kings right now? The number 30th ranked 3 point defense versus number 2 3 point shooting team. It's so many advantages for the Wolves. I feel like in this game, only can run with the Wolves. Brian H says Skee should I run it back with Kuzma if he hit that last game 3. I would have won my 200 bet. I put on this over. Yeah, he had a couple threes he could have hit in that game. I don't have any reason to run it back here tonight. American hip hop astrologer likes Cat over 8.5 rebounds. Ripper says Kings back-to-back double-digit losses, just not playing good basketball. And Nucky says I was looking towards the Wolves first half -3. Could you talk me off? No, I think they'll control this game from start to finish. So T Wolves asking what's their record ATS as a dog. Let me see. I know what the record is as a road dog. Let me see just specifically a dog. Road dog is 10-7, I believe. But just specifically a dog. As a dog or pick 'em is what I have here. Sorry, that's the quickest way for me to look. They're 11-9. So as a road dog, 10-7. I guess you can do the math and figure out the rest. All right, we'll move on over. Wolves are passed for this better. Let me just glance at one more thing. Yeah, I did see that. Appreciate you sending me the info there, UCapper. Next game up, we're gonna go 561, 562, Pacers and Pelicans. Sorry. I think it's time for a very quick water break. I wasn't expecting to have to come on here and talk this much, man. I thought I was sharing it with Veno. I thought I'd be able to drink a little water here and there. So bear with me for just a minute. All right. I needed that bad. So Pacers, Pelicans, these teams did just play. Last time was on national television, and Pacers were kind of smacking them up from start to finish. Pacers, like I was saying, don't get a whole lot of national TV games, and when they do, they take advantage. So it's a chance for Pelicans to get a little bit of quick revenge. Quick revenge, I do believe in, because you just got smacked by that team, and you definitely remember it. And now they're at home too. So the one thing that holds me up is Pelicans haven't been playing that good lately as far as covering the spread. 2-5 ATS last 7. But and Pelicans first half did fail last game, but it's been a wagon pretty much all season long. If you like the Pelicans, first half, get in and get out, they struggle closing games. So it's the only way I can look here. Only way I can look is, I mean, just look at the line. The line was just what Pacers -5.5 last game. Now it's Pelicans -5.5. I think that I think that Pelicans first half is worth a shot. Let me I don't think I read the injury report for that game, so let me just double check. But I am putting the Pelicans first half. Let's see what the number. I'm going to put it on my short list here. Pelicans first half. The best number you can get is you can get 2.5 at a few shops. Pelicans first half -2.5 on my short list. Let's just make sure. Let's make sure the injury report was clean. So for the Pacers, Neesmith is game time. McDermott is out. Dyson Daniels is out for this Pelicans team. And if I'm thinking about player props, I mean, I don't think Valanciunas is going to be out there that long. Last game, you just some matchups are just not advantageous for him. Maybe you go Valanciunas under his props because he only has 7 minutes. Why would he play more minutes in this one? It's the same matchup. That's just kind of how I'm thinking. So I don't know if this is a if you know game. It didn't populate for me. So something must not be adding up for that. You kept her asking to talk him off the under. Um, I can't. I can't. The only thing I'll say is I don't trust the Pacers defensively. That's just how I view them. And they do play with pace, but they've gone under 14 of their last 17 road games. Pelicans have gone under 4 of their last 5 games. I don't really want anything to do with the total myself, but I don't want to talk you off of the under for this specific game. Mario liking the Pels first half. JT says it's an auto bet. Prolific also riding. Joshua Alexander's riding. Tomorrow wants the full game. Sorry, excuse me. Uh, he says quick revenge for the Pels. Pels put up a fight in Indiana in a terrible spot. They lock in today. Saturated liking the under. Daniel's taking the Pacers. Says again, these two teams played 2 days ago, and Pacers were up 20 in the second. Pels made it a game, but I think Pacers went out right. Pacers money line. Mark also liking that first half. Everybody on the first half. Dan says on the real good spot of the day. This is an interesting one. Fox wants Halliburton under his assist prop. I do. I've marked it on my short list. Good point. Tomorrow says Pels were 5th game in 7 nights last game. That is absolutely a good point. Dante says Pacers 4-0 straight up and against the spread this season when playing the same opponent as the previous game. Interesting. I didn't notice that. They just started doing some kind of, I don't know, what was it, the lawnmowers again. So if you guys can hear that, let me know and I will go close the window. Or if you hear that, whatever, if you hear anything in the background, I'll get up and go close the window. Just let me know. Apologize for that if you guys can hear it. It's annoying for me to hear it, so I know it'll be annoying for you guys to hear it. Appreciate that, Vegas Bruce. Manny says first half and the over. All right, so we all on the same page here. We'll keep moving down the list. Next game, I have only 3 games left. 563, 564. We're looking at Portland Blazers and Memphis Grizzlies. Opened up Grizz -4, all the way down to -1. Total open 210.5, down as low as 207. And oh man, apologize. Just got a text. I don't want to read it out loud, but important text. So my bad about that. That threw me for a loop. I think injury report here for Blazers and Grizzlies. Brown and Ayton look like their game time. Ayton is more like doubtful. Brogdon is out. Henderson is out. Sharp is out. For the Grizzlies, laundry list of players. Kennard, game time, but doubtful. I mean, this is a game I'm not interested in. I don't want to waste anybody's time, but like I can understand why the line came down from -4 because who wants to lay with the Grizzlies? But at the same time, the Blazers have been absolutely pathetic. They've only covered 0. I mean, they covered none of the last 7 games. At least the Grizzlies have been covering 5-1 ATS their last 6. If I look at post All-Star stats, they both have been terrible offensively. Grizzlies have been the better defense. I don't feel comfortable betting this game. If I have to play it, I'll go with the team who I feel like has been playing better, which is the Grizzlies. But I don't feel like this game deserves money. And I'll take a quick look at the comments. But again, this is probably the worst game of the day. Football coach likes the first half over. Brian H likes Portland -2.5. Prolific says, call that number if you're betting this game. JK agrees. Lawrence Sylvia says Blazers team total under. Yeah, BC3. This is a backwood if I ever saw one. So everybody says it's call that number if you're betting this game. So we'll move on over. Back with this game right out the way. And we'll move over to 565, 566. Bucks and Bulls. Game opened up Bucks. Sorry, my bad. Game opened up Bucks minus 3.5. We now see 4.5 pretty much out there. Total open 223, and it looks like 222.5. Injury report. I see Giannis, game time decision, and Middleton looks like he's out. Giannis is probable though. For the Bulls, Caruso's questionable, and Torrey Craig looked like he's out. Um, I like I said earlier, I don't really like playing teams after an overtime game. That was the Bulls that got the cash for us last game. Then again, I look at this game and I see, well, I gotta think this one out. The first thing that comes to my mind when I look at this game is Milwaukee's been playing some good basketball lately. So to see them minus 3.5 or 4.5, and Chicago off an overtime game, that's a little bit like, why is the line kind of short for Milwaukee? That's the first thing that pops in my mind. They've been the best defense since the break. They've been the third best offense. Why is this line so short? But the Bulls have also covered 6 of their last 9 games, and they've been okay as a home dog, 7-4-1. I'll just it's not a game that I don't feel strong about a lot of these games really today. Today is kind of tough, but I could only look towards Milwaukee. Like I don't like to lay big points with this team, and a lot of the reason I'm saying is because we couldn't trust them to play defense, but they're playing defense right now. They're playing a lot better in general. So 3.5, I mean 4.5, 4. It just seems like a small ask for Milwaukee to go out there and get a win. I'll lean, I'll lean Bucks. Um, I'll lean Bucks in this game, but I'm probably not gonna play it. I'm trying to give you guys a little something, but it's a really, really tough day today. JT says Bucks look way too easy here, but I might take it. Why not? San Antonio liking the Bucks says they're not playing any games after All Star. He likes them on the money line. Daniel agrees it's not a great card today. San Antonio likes the Bucks spread. North Norris chopping the game in half. Brian H likes DeRozan over his points and Bucks minus 5.5. Saturated with yet another under. Jao K says can't stand in the front of the Bucks right now. Glenn finally getting the Bucks into form. Tim says on ESPN, MVP show up. Jesse asking about a game we've talked about earlier. I don't really have an opinion on it, Jesse. David K going with the Bucks first half as well. A lot of people saying get in and get out with this one. I am not sure where Rob is at. A lot of people taking the Bucks. And yes, a lot of NBA unders lately. And I'm not sure that will disappear. We might continue to see unders for a bit. I'm going to stay off of this game, and I'll move over to the last game, which was pretty interesting, I'll say. 567, or at least I have some reasons to think about it and talk about with you guys. We'll see how you guys feel. 567, 568, Wizards and Clippers. Opened up Clippers minus 14. They're a 15.5 point favorite currently. Total open 240.5 and is dropping to 238.5. Injury report, Baldwin game time decision for the Wizards. Looks like for the Clippers, Paul George could be out there. He's a game time. Zubac is a game time. This is the Wizards on a back-to-back in LA. And I just think that, especially coming off an overtime game, I just don't see Wizards. I mean, Wizards already are a poor defensive team, the second worst defensive rated team post All Star. I don't see them playing any better defense today. I'll just say that. That's the nicest way I can say it. So, combination of that, them playing at the fastest pace post All Star as well, I think this will be a track meet. I think there's a lot of points to be scored. Clippers, also bottom 5 defensive rated team post All Star. They haven't been playing with that same pace, but could get paced up a little bit tonight. So really wanted to get there with an over. Just don't see a whole lot of defense for the Wizards. And I think the Clippers Um, Clippers could be the right side. I'm just not into laying this many points. So if I'm betting this game, it would be an over. I'm not really understanding why the total is dropping. Maybe it's just they're expecting some guys to sit here, and we could always see that throughout the day. So it's no rush to bet this game, but if I am getting involved, I'm betting this one over the total. Let's see if the chat agrees. Jay said, "Yeah, I'm off this. Skee let me down. What was I supposed to be looking at? The Wizards again? What was I supposed to be looking at there? Um, let's see. Let's see. Get to these comments. Mario likes the Clippers first half and full game. Clippers have not been good in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're 2-9 their last 11. But we shall see on this game. I could see it being a game where that changes up tonight. Where says we all know where he's going with this. Wizards off back to back and overtime. Prolific liking those Wizards. We got paid with them. We've been getting paid this year. We got paid with them yesterday. I don't think we have to rush to the window to back the Wizards here at all. Football coach thinks the team total under could be a look. J Money going team total over for the Clippers. I think the Clippers can name their number tonight. I really do. Not really gonna bet the side, I don't think. Manny, I agree with this. Clippers trifecta and team total over. I could see those cashing tomorrow, like in the Clippers minus 14 and a half. Say Clippers will be pissed after that Lakers loss. Clippers haven't been playing well, but I think they'll use this as a tune-up game before going to a revenge game in Minnesota. I can agree with that. Look, Boofer says Wizards are gonna trick you into betting them after they cover yesterday. Not me. Not I. Matt liking the Wizards though. YBB agrees on the over. Love to see that. Yeah, NBA party boy trend. Leaning more Clippers team total over, he says. I'm in agreement. But the Clippers haven't been playing great defense either. It's just as long as we get the guys who can score in the lineup still for the Wizards, I think they'll be able to contribute too. I'm not mad at just isolating Clippers team total. I definitely think this one could be an over game. Elijah says clearly Clippers team total over. UCAP versus Motto says Wizards, but Clips could win by 20 plus if they actually tried. Good looking out, Nucky. Appreciate you, brother. You already know tomorrow. Football coach says Clips, after getting embarrassed, I think they shut down a bad Wizards team. So thinks they'll finally play some defense here. You got to show me a little bit first. They haven't been playing defense lately. I'm not going to expect them to come out here and do it for a one-off versus the Wizards. So only would be betting the over. Guess I'll mark that on my short list here. And yeah, over. Best number is available right now is 237 and a half, actually. That might have just popped up at Caesars. So today was tough, but we got through the NBA card. And I'm not mad if we don't see a whole lot of best bets out there in the chat. I don't want to talk too much about college. Didn't get to looking into it too much. Nothing really popped out. It's a lot of NBA games to get through. Trying to figure that out first, and gonna attack college later. So, with that said, let's move on over to the best bet segment. Guys who have been here, you know what to do. But if you are new, 3 rules. Everybody's gonna drop their best bet in the chat. Just put best bet next to it. Put the number of the line that you're getting, and no more than 2 best bets, please. And chat has been on fire all week long. Profitable days every single day. So make sure you guys are paying attention to those best bets in the chat. Now, while you guys drop your best bets, let me just glance. I haven't placed a bet yet, but let me just glance at my short list along with a couple other things and let's see which one I'm willing to get to the window with for the show, for the best bet for the show. So bear with me for 1 second. Sorry if it's just silent out here. The more I think about that Bucks game, I probably changed my mind too, by the way. I don't know. Something feels off about that number. And it felt that it was the same way. Somebody called it out. Like, you got to hit you with your own thing. why are they favorites then, or why is the number what it is? And the Nets blew out the Hawks. I can see the Bulls being competitive in this game just based off that where that number is. That's kind of how what I feel like they're telling us. So bear with me for a second here. Like I said, today is a bit tougher than usual. So I think I've made up my mind. One more thing I'm going to check here, and then we will have a decision. All right. So let's take a look at the chat before I give my best bet out. Scroll up a little bit here. Daniel, his best bet is Dallas plus 10. Tomorrow going with the Pelicans minus 4.5. Derboy Roy's going with Dallas as well. Siete Catorce is going with a parlay. I think he's buying points here. Pacers plus 7, Bulls plus 7. Putting them both together. What an asshole this guy. If you know, you know. What an asshole this guy. Jay Profit likes the Warriors minus 2.5. Another Mavs best bet. A lot of people, a lot of love for the J Money 029 liking the Mavs. Mavs or Pelicans looking like best bet from the chat tonight. Manzy Man going with Vince Williams over 6.5 rebounds and Pelicans minus 4.5. Rico giving a couple. Pistons plus 9, Pelicans minus 3. During a couple people like this during the show. Over 12.5 rebounds plus assists. Nice work. And I'm not even sure what sport this is, but I want to shout him out because it's different. Quinnipiac plus 3.5 and Mavs plus 10. That might be college. Might just be a school I don't recognize. And David K going App State minus 6.5. So a lot of good stuff out there in the chat for you guys watching on the replay. The live chat is available. All you do is go to where it says comments. You scroll over and click the live chat replay, and you can watch it along just like you're right here for the live show. So with that said, before I give my best bet, just a reminder, you can get all of my work at wagertalk.com, and the link is in the description. My best bet for the show, I'll go with the LA Party Boy train. I just staying back-to-back nights in LA. Already don't play defense. Both teams really not playing defense, and one team playing at the fastest pace. One off of an overtime game too. Like they're not playing any defense tonight. Not playing any defense tonight. I'll go Wizards, Clippers. I'm not mad if you want to take just a team total over either. I'll go Wizards, Clippers over 237.5. And let me just make sure I can lock that in. You guys know how I am. I don't like to give a number. I see it on the odd screen, but let's make sure I can log in and take that same number with you guys because I can't just be giving numbers I'm not betting. Don't believe in doing that. So, boom, boom, boom. Log in. NBA. Go to the bottom. 237.5, just like the odd screen. And we will take that. Come on now. Boom. We locked in. All right, that's my best bet for the show. Like I always say, we got the best chat in the game right here. A lot of great handicappers, a lot of great minds, and we all know how to have a good time. We share a lot of great information. So, like always, I appreciate you guys. We've had a really good, profitable week. If you enjoyed the show, hit the like button on your way out. And best of luck if you tell. Good luck, everybody, on all of your action. And we'll probably 9 times out of 10, we'll have a System Saturday or System Sunday show. And I'll catch you guys then. Peace.